toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Iowa Hawkeyes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Hawkeyes will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Nittany Lions offense will have the first crack at it in this one. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds a man in the middle. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Man, you cannot coach this to quarterbacks. Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. As soon as he felt the lane, he was gone. No second guessing at all. That was picture perfect, and he uses his speed to just gash the defense.
Tight end finds a soft spot. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Trying to slam in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State!
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Iowa's offense will go to work for the first time today. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, Dave.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Just those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won, and last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
Pressure coming. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Hawkeyes will punt it away on 4th down. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Leaves it with the back. Slithers into space. There he goes. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The offense set for a first down play. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
To the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. And the Nittany Lions can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They stop him again, and not only that, they've made this 4th down that much harder. And the field goal unit is on the field. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Warrior. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
The Hawkeyes want to move quickly.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Got it in the middle. It's Dugan. There he goes. Touchdown, Hawkeye. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. 27-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pulls it in on the right. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They're quickly in a 10-point hole, trailing 17-7 and needing to put together a drive. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. He gets a block. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. A strike downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. First play of the period, first down here. They'll try the run. Got a little space. Breaks into the open. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Penn State! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Alabama was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen over the years. Roll Tide, sure, but this one lacked any real style points. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Now the play fake. Going downfield for the big play. He's got it on the outside. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Leaves it with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Hawkeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. The screen, he can go. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on 3rd down. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Now down 2 touchdowns, 24-10.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's the handoff. Got enough for the first down. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Wants to fire on second down. Oh, they're after him. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Now on second down. Keeps it on the draw. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Kennick is having a conniption fit to try to help the knee on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. That penalty cost him a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Complete to the right. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line on a big pickup on that one. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. Trailing down by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something in it.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Hawkeyes headed quickly to the line. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Caught, close to the marker, it's Boone. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The Hawkeyes are on the move. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third. Turning it on! And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. It's complete. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
The Hawkeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Trying to run, it's Warrior. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
And the Hawkeyes will try to pick it up on 4th down. On the option. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
Rides the back on the option, the give. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. The give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Grab near the marker. It's Cobb. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold on.
Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the 1st half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the 1st half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. Looking downfield on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Dugan. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Hawkeyes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. Makes the grab. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Used the play fake. Now to throw. Under fire. On target. Touchdown, Iowa! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The give from the gun. Still on his feet at the 40. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. To the air on first down. Throws to the back. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Iowa City. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to Duke Slater Field at Kinnick Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
And if I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
And the Hawkeyes will hustle to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And here comes the offense on second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. He's got his man, makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Fires to the wideout. It's gone. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which route.
Going for it all. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And the offense came out aggressively here in the second half, but they can't put the drive together and spit it up on the turnover.
I'll tell you, this defense has a lot of athletes. They've got a lot of guys with ball skills. If you put the football anywhere around them in their vicinity and their ability to catch the football, they'll come down with it. This quarterback has got to be way more careful here in the second half.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And with the closest guy to the football, man, it's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner will be brought down. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful. I
agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
The Hawkeyes in the hurry up. Takes it from the gun on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Dugan. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
I remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. Will replay the down. They've put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Going to take a shot at this DB. Finds a spot in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. The Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. Rides the back and leaves it. Knocked down, but not before. He crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. Second down, he'll throw it. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Hawkeyes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Hawkeye! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Well, they did a good job to get the foot down in bounds, but only picked up a yard and not enough for a first down.
Yeah, they need to work with more space, Reese. I mean, it's not worth throwing the football all that way to the boundary, just a toe tap and get 1 yard. We got to do a better job trying to get these playmakers to football closer to the middle of the field. And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Irwin. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the...
There he goes! They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. No matter which uniforms they're wearing, quarterbacks making moves like that will light out a defense in a heartbeat.
And how can I find ways to complement my physical ground game? And I think you've seen that over the years with Penn State. The ability to have a Sean Clifford, a Trace McSorley, somebody that can really just help that running back and create a little bit more space for him.
And the Nittany Lions trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy going right back to the well, and this time he finds water, gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Timely decisions, effective play management helps him get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it's a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football back.
And I think here, too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away.
Number 17, on to kick it away.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. Makes a move. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Under fire. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Now he's looking to throw it. Gets it out quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Nittany Lions are threatening in the red zone. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got some room into the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll try to run it in. And he'll be stopped for no gain on the final play of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth.
Penn State 41, Iowa 24.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They go to the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. And the Hawkeyes are in the hurry-up. This Nittany Lion defense has just been suffocating. The front 7 has been dominant. Guys like Jack Ham would be proud.
Yeah, just big, physical, just owning the guys up front. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. The Penn State D-line just dominating this football game.
Picks up the first down. Breaks into the open. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Hawkeyes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking to throw on first down. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Boone. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. And he's got it from 57. What a beauty. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Louisiana is down, but they are not out of it. Not there at Cajun Field, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Southern Miss. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
Oh, and that, I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll run it from the gun. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. The give on the option. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
After the run, now to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Power football with the run. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. Wants to bring it back. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Iowa has the ball back on offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Here we go, sack.
Running back searching for a hole. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Hawkeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. DB's right up on the receivers. They'll throw on third and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Dugan. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Hawkeyes are on the move.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Boone. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. It's third down, and they've got to get it to the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't.
Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Hawkeyes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Quarterback on the keeper. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now it's second and goal. He'll pull it on the read. Touchdown, Iowa! And here they come, almost all the way back.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this knee on 3rd down. Looking left. He's got it. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Keep it on the ground. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. The deep thinking brings some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. On the run, it's Mahoney. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
That's a big stop for the defense. That running back has had so much success. You're down in the football game. You need to get the ball back to your offense. You create a play like this. This will get the fires going, get the juices going. Now we got to go get a few more.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Working on the right. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now is not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some 1st downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Throws for the tight end. It's caught downfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. The Hawkeyes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Lets it fly deep downfield. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, this defense is going to need a few plays now to get some of this momentum back. Remember, they had a massive lead earlier in the game, but that's dwindled now, and you wonder if they were just sleepwalking a little bit. They've got to step up now and play with some urgency.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Can't get him to the ground. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't get it off. Taken down a huge play this late in the game. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He got it! And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and goal.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Looking to fire. Pass to the end zone. Caught. Touchdown in the final seconds, and they're just a point away from tying it up.
Man, this place is going nuts. Your offense comes through in the clutch when you need it. Great job. Now, baby, free football. Let's kick the extra point and go to overtime.
He will not make it to the end zone. The two-point conversion attempt fails, and they are still down by 1 here deep in the game.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
It's one thing to execute early.